Hey guys, it's me again. I've seen a couple of people have actually viewed the videos. Hopefully y'all have liked them so far. Today what we're going to talk about is Azuras Wrath. It's just going to be exclusively Azuras Wrath. Nothing else, I promise. I am drinking beer, and I love beer. So, let me hide the label. I don't want to do that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to the game. Azuras Wrath, it's now like, I think, $24 used at GameStop, $29.99 if you want to actually purchase it or not. The game, pretty much, what it's all about, it's very Japanesey. It's extremely oriented towards anime and things like that. I love the game. Overall, I think it's a great game to have, a great game to actually rent more than buy than anything else. The entire concept of the game is you're Azura, who is pretty much a god to the people that's actually on the planet at the time, but they don't speak English. They blabber a lot. But the game itself is overall a very well done game. It's ran out in episodes just like, I guess you can say, Alone in the Dark or Heavy Rain or anything else like that. The best thing that I like about the game is that it is very anime. It's, I guess you couldn't say it's not necessarily violent, but it is kind of violent. It's more oriented towards, I guess you can say, teens or so. But the game itself, it plays out very well. The storyline is done extremely well. The graphics on it are shell-shaded, so you're going to have, it's sort of kind of like Borderlands in a sense with the shell shading. With that being said, the fighting system to it is pretty basic. It's pretty much button mashing and dodging here and there and so on and so forth. Until you actually have your one thing, which I think it's called your rage meter goes up. As your rage meter goes up, you can actually rage out. And that's where it becomes more like an anime. I mean, you just pulverize your enemies to nothing more than a bloody pulp. That's pretty much how you harm your enemies. Now, punching them and carrying on or whatever else like that, it doesn't really do anything. It just builds up your rage meter to the point where you can actually do something. The storyline itself is pretty cool. Like I said, you start out like a god, and then you end up plummeting to Earth because you're basically framed. And then you're fighting your way to prove your innocence because you have a daughter and you're trying to save your daughter. With that actually being said, the biggest impact the game actually had on me is that it is more like an anime. It's like you're actually playing inside an anime, like something like, I guess you can say, Blade of the Immortal, or Ninja Scroll, or anything like that. So, overall, it's a really good game. Definitely say it's a renting game. Replay value-wise, it's not really something that I would consider that you can replay unless if you really like the game that much. It's not like anything like Assassin's Creed. If you left something behind, you want to go by and get it. Or the game doesn't start itself over when you restart the game. You don't have any of the things that you've spent anything on or anything else like that. It doesn't save much. It just adds difficulty to the game. With the button system that you end up using with it is actually pretty cool. Like I said, to fulfill your rage, when you get it filled up, you have to hit a certain sequence of buttons in order to get what you need. So, but definitely a rent game. I'll conclude this episode with that. Definitely a rent game. At least play it once. Have a good time playing it. It is done by Capcom, so you know it's going to be good. But anyways, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and conclude the game with that. With that being said, y'all be good to another, and keep going, and rock on.